Dingus and Dongus.
Tomato.
Episode 54.
And you're supporting local business.
That's a good book too, man. Like,
Yeah.
I guess we should talk about the comic.
So we read The Last Ronin, TMNT. Came out last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Out on IDW, and premises, we flash to the future where 3/4 of the Ninja Turtles are dead, and Master Splinter too.
It makes me question though, and I'm only going to ask you this because I know you.
Don't listen to this part, guys.
Yeah, just turn it off. Turn the volume down for 30 minutes.
Not for you. This is not for you.
So Mikey is around, right?
Yeah.
But then he also has the others in his head, right?
Yep.
So are they dead?
I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, don't they live on in his psyche?
I guess so, but then
But they're totally dead.
yeah, they're 100% dead.
I know
and
that.
Mikey's just crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's
But-
just insane.
But they live on in his crazy psyche.
Yeah.
So they
just like-
still exist.
Yeah, the same way that, say Caesar exists in
Yeah.
our memories.
Yeah, exactly. Same, like,
Yeah, and dinosaurs are still around.
yeah, fueling our vehicles.
Mhm,
They still
exactly.
exist.
Yeah, and we're drinking their pee.
I'm not drinking dinosaur pee.
Oh, yeah, you are. You just don't know it yet. Well, you didn't know it until now.
How is it pee?
Well, it's the same molecules. Molecules haven't changed.
Oh, okay.
Just the configuration of the
Yeah,
molecules
it just,
have changed.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the actual atoms themselves are the same.
Endless urine drinking
Yep, and poop.
for all creation.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Peeing and pooping back and forth for eternity.
For eternity. Until Galactus eats it, because we don't know what happens. What does
Does
he do?
Galactus shit?
I don't know. Does he have cosmic sharks?
You think he just goes to like the middle of the Milky Way and just like that's his toilet? The
Yes.
supermassive black hole in the center of the
Yes,
galaxy.
that's it.
That's his toilet.
Yep.
And because of that, we're talking about TMNT.
Yep. Eastman and Laird?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never heard it pronounced. Is it Laird? Lard?
I'm assuming Laird.
Yeah, that's
because
what I assume.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I'm sure I've heard it because I've watched documentaries about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at various points in my life.
Right.
But I don't remember hearing it.
Yeah. And plus, like, I'm just kind of bad with names.
Yeah, same.
So.
What were your thoughts overall?
I went into it expecting it to be a lot darker than it actually is, which made it a little disappointing for me because I had like certain expectations for the book.
Gotcha.
But if I pushed all that aside, I would say it's a fun read, but you may get a little confused concerning some of the ancillary characters.
Yes.
Because, especially if you're like me and most of your experience is from the 90s cartoons and the movies.
Yep.
Right? I didn't read that much TMNT before. So, like, the Honeycut character, no idea who he was.
I have no clue. I was going to bring that up also. I have no clue who Honeycut is.
Yeah.
At all.
But the thing that made it confusing was they referred to the Honeycut character by, like, a couple different things.
Yep.
Like the cyborg or the Fugitoid or something. And it's like, what? I thought, wait, like, we see a robot and they call it a Fugitoid, and then like a couple panels later or pages later it's like, oh, and then Dr. Honeycut. But then it's showing the same robot. I was like, what?
Right. So I read that as the Fuggitoid. So like they were making it, I was like, fuck it.
Fair. I guess I came around to Fugitoid because like I learned from context like the thing was like on the run from something.
Right, yes. Fuggitoid.
But yeah.
I really enjoyed the book. And I'm going to skip straight to it. The ending made me feel happy.
Really?
In a sad way. I know that doesn't make sense. The epilogue, however, was shit.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought when you said ending, I was like, and then you say epilogue. Oh, I was like, yeah. I agree. Epilogue fucking sucks.
It was garbage.
It was basically animal abuse.
I agree.
Yeah. It was like these turtles.
Yeah.
They had no say in what they were gonna do.
Nope.
We're just gonna turn them into mutants.
Yep. Because you're not even nostalgic because you don't know she didn't know anyone but Michelangelo.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And
also, for a split second there, I thought maybe Michelangelo had sex with April.
Yeah.
And that's why Casey Jr. lady has mutagen powers or whatever. Yeah. But no, it's just maybe they did, and they're just like,
well, like to be fair, when they first brought it up, they were April was saying, she inherited these from her parents.
Right.
Like, well, then what were you doing, April?
Yeah. Are you not, Mama? Like,
right? Need a little 23andMe? Is that the thing?
Yes. Does that work for turtles?
How many chromosome pairs do turtles have?
I have no clue.
You think it's easier or harder than humans?
I have no clue. I can't even begin to make a joke to answer that. I have no clue.
Maybe it's just one. And it's so uncomplicated, that's why they live so long.
Yes.
Makes perfect sense in my head. That's how DNA works.
Dinosaurs. I liked that also when Michelangelo, when he first fell from the tower when he was trying to kill Master or Shredder's grandson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hiroto.
Yes. I didn't realize until he smacked face down onto the ground that he had all the other weapons from the turtles.
And they're all busted.
Yep. It's like, just get some solid weapons. Why are you doing this?
Right? Yeah, I guess it's like, honoring the family. I'm going to use these busted-ass weapons that my brothers used to kill you.
Right.
Speaking of busted-ass weapons, I mean, I don't think I think it was only the sword that was, like, busted up, right?
Like, in half, yeah. He ends up breaking the staff in half, hitting someone, but it wasn't already broken.
But on the topic of broken swords and turtles, like, Ninja Turtles had, like, the normal turtle shelling on their bellies, right?
Presumably, yes.
So my question is, how was he gonna kill himself with a broken sword stabbing him through his own shelly belly?
I don't know. Is it just a softer shelly belly?
Maybe.
And the sword could go through it?
Possibly. I mean, aren't terrapins supposed to have, like, softer shells or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Could have sworn there was, like, a soft-shelled turtle.
But, I mean, I think, like, the belly shells aren't the same density as the back shells, are they?
I guess not, because there's less threat.
Yeah.
Threat of harm coming from below.
I don't know, though. Well, I will have to Google that later.
Yeah.
No one's going to do it for us because they're not listening still.
Yeah, exactly.
I told them to wait 30 minutes.
And they're good audiences.
Yes. They're like, okay, set a timer for 30 minutes and then I'll cue back in.
At the end of, and that's like, all they hear is just the last fart.
Yeah. But no, overall it was a fun story that was in this book, I don't know if your copy had it, like the little post comic book author writes words about it. I forget what that's called. Let me open this book up.
Afterword?
Yeah, an afterword.
I don't think mine had it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was basically saying that after they wrote the initial comic book or whatever, that early stuff they had discussed 30 years ago, what does the ending look like? And then through business, I assume, and creativity, the ending just never peeked its head until this latest run with IDW was coming to a wrap with Tom something or other, Tom Waltz.
Yeah.
So they revisited what the ending would look like, and I felt this was, up until the epilogue, a pretty damn good ending to the Ninja Turtle saga. Mm-hmm. You know, the clan's leaders on both sides, they're both dead.
Yep.
The story is now done.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really see what the fallout is, but you don't need it. Just like, okay, leaders are dead, and then April and Casey Jones Jr. lady, I forget her name, it's Casey something.
Yeah.
Is it Casey Jones?
I think it's Casey Marie Jones.
Okay, yes. Yeah. They're living a happy life and
still in the sewers for
some reason. And the Foot Clan people presumably have all been murdered, because that's all I ever see is them getting murdered. And then the robot Foot Clan RoboCops were EMP'd. Yeah. Halt. I just like that they were RoboCops.
Yep. Actually, like, literally Robo, because they're cybernetic cops.
Yeah.
Like, with human heads and the rest of it is all...
There's a whole bunch of fucking RoboCops from this techie guy, who ultimately... Didn't the techie guy... Wasn't he the reason everyone else was killed, like all the other turtles?
Yeah, he was part of Hiroto's, like, I guess, master plan to, you know, wipe out all the turtles. And basically the what are they called? Hamato clan?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he was part... I think he was, like, an ally. They don't really...
Right.
You know,
they're not best friends, but, you know, enemy of my enemy.
Exactly.
Type of situation.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments in the book has to do with Master Splinter.
Yeah.
In fact, it was my favorite section, like, of the book, is the story of, I think it was Splinter and Donatello, right? Going back to Japan for the peace talks.
Yes.
That was fucking amazing. Like the Ninja War and fucking Splinter decapitating 3 ninjas with one swipe.
Yep.
That fucking ruled so hard.
He's Master Splinter, and in the media that we've consumed, because I'm pretty sure it's been the same, like you don't really get to see him be much of a master.
No, you get like a little short, a little vignette of him as a tiny rat doing, exercises or whatever, and then he's just an old
teacher.
Old teacher with a cane.
Mentor, yeah.
And just kind of.
It makes so funny.
I need to go back and watch those movies again.
I did it not too long ago. I like them all.
Yeah.
People shit on 3, but I also like 3.
As the Turtles in Time?
Yeah. Or I don't know if it's called that, but the one where they travel back.
Yeah.
Through that period, though, or I think it's that segment of the book, no, Raphael was fighting. Maybe that was in America or New York still. No, it had to have been when they went over to Japan. Anyway, the point I'm getting to was I really liked seeing his shell full of arrows.
Oh, yeah.
I would wish he wasn't dead, but it looked really cool to just have a bunch of arrows in his back while he's trying to rampage. That was fun.
Yeah, and it goes back to, Shelly, Billy Shell, and Becky Shell.
Probably not the same density. I don't think they are. They're not the same color.
No,
and
that's
we all
true.
know
that's very true.
Color and density, there's a correlation. Always.
Well, yes, because a lighter shade is a lighter material, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Because words.
Yeah, that's correct. With science and vocabulary.
So stupid.
Yep.
This is amazing.
My brain's already fucking fried from everything today, and I'm just going with it.
So reading this book, I definitely had a sense. It felt a lot like Frank Miller's Batman Returns, but not nearly as dark.
Well, they flat out thank Frank Miller in this book.
Did they?
At the end, at the afterword.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Could be Daredevil related. I don't know. They don't say specifically, but
right.
I'm sure they've read Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they haven't.
I mean, I suppose a lot of the similarities could be, say superficial. It's set in the future, and like, the main hero is all old and grizzled, and well, Mikey didn't seem particularly jaded. He just seemed really angry and want revenge.
Revenge, yeah.
But still, it's this guy who's lived through a lot. He's now in this futuristic world, and robots everywhere, and everything's fucked up, and it's a dystopia.
Yep.
Which is basically all it took from Batman Returns.
Yep. I did like that their society hierarchy was also portrayed very physically based on what level of the city you lived on or operated in.
Right.
And I've always liked that idea, and I've wanted to make a game around that idea. It's like,
I remember that idea.
Yeah.
We've worked on that idea.
We have, yeah. Not really worked, barely worked.
Yeah, we
kind of talked about it a little bit.
We've set up the first 10 minutes of the game, and that's about it.
Yep.
And we talked about what the ending might have been.
Yes.
Or could be.
I had forgot that we discussed that.
It's like Bum Quest or
But
something.
yeah, I remember now.
Right?
It was going to be an adventure game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Point and click.
But yeah, I just like that idea.
Yeah, and it's like it's a known thing in like sci-fi and whatnot. It's like in Avatar, not quite the same where it's like vertical, but it's more horizontal, where it's like the outer ring and the inner ring. Inner ring's the rich, and then the outer rings are the poor.
Which Avatar?
The good one.
Okay,
cartoon.
I haven't really watched it.
Oh, you should.
Like I've put it on a couple times and just fell off.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
It's definitely fun, wholesome cartoon stuff.
And elements.
Yeah.
That's all I know is elements, and the fire element people are wackadoodles. Yeah,
they're just kind of jerks. They have daddy issues.
So, did you have a favorite favorite cyborg / robot machine?
Mausers.
Yeah, me too. I kind of figured as much, but I had to ask.
They're
awesome.
Yeah. They're like
metallic robotic graboids, or the walkie graboids from 2.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. There's a aspect of it is like it's a little like the silver balls from Phantasm.
A little
with mouths.
Yeah.
And also there's a Mickey Mouseiness to it.
They're
maybe
very
from the Mouser, but
they're very cute.
Yeah.
They are the cutest robots, and I want them all. Mm-hmm. And they would do my good bidding. They would just like make me food and clean up stuff.
Hell yeah.
And be adorable doing it. Maybe I would program them to do little jigs and have a tune. That way I could just be entertained while being fed.
Are they gonna, bounce on words as they sing?
Yes. It's going to be like the music video for Nuclear Assault's, whatever that one was. Fuck. With oil spills and forests dying. Critical Madness? No, that's Autopsy. Critical Mass? Fuck. I think it's Critical Mass. And there's a bounty, like a smiley bounty that goes along with the lyrics while they're like playing guitar in an oil field or in a warehouse.
I don't think I've seen that video.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking Disney.
Well, there's an 80s thrash video that does that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I got to figure out what it is then.
I think it's Critical Mass or something along those lines.
Okay.
I'm sure if you typed in Nuclear Assault official video, it's probably going to be the first 10 links.
All right.
I don't know how many videos they made, but that's got to be the popular.
All the same.
Yeah. Just different people uploading it, trying to make money off them.
Something about it's like the whole. I didn't know the whole thing between the Foot Clan and Master Splinter. Like it was a whole Hatfield and McCoy thing.
Yeah.
Like generations and generations.
I had no clue. Yeah. My limited knowledge was Shredder had a pet rat, and then the pet rat clawed him, and then there was beef.
Right?
That's all I fucking knew.
Right?
No, there's generational hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, between these clans.
And then you learn at the end, the end result is everybody just dies.
Yeah. And so what were Michelangelo eventually dies at the end,
Mm-hmm.
and they show him laying there, and then the heartbeat beep, 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 beep thing, and then the next page he's waking up with younger brothers and stuff, and you didn't like that?
Oh no, I was totally fine with that.
Oh.
What I thought you meant what was the ending was what was
The epilogue. Yeah.
No, that was fine. Like I guess I read it as that's his final little like pre-death vision.
Oh, I mean, fair. Yeah, it could be that. I didn't read it as that. I just
Yeah.
assumed it was their version of an afterlife
Oh, okay.
type of reunited
Okay.
situation.
Fair. But either way, it's nice. Mikey gets to see his family again.
It made me feel tingly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a good way to end the book. And then I kept turning. I was like, oh, it's not done yet. I was like, fuck, they should have just left this out.
Right.
Why did you put this epilogue in there? Probably so they could write more in the future.
Yeah, but then
Like, fuck you.
But then are they gonna name them Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael?
What if they named them after, like, current tech giants? So
You only have an Elon?
You have an Elon and a Bezos and a fucking Microsoft guy.
So it'd be Musk and Bezos and Gates.
Well, I guess even more funny. Bill, Jeff, and then Elon, and then someone else. I don't fucking know.
I forgot the Apple guy's name. Steve.
Yeah, those are the new Ninja Turtles.
And they all suck.
Yeah, they're horrible.
They're the new Megan Fox Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Yes.
Because she did Ninja Turtles, right?
Did she? Yes. I know there's new Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Megan Fox or not.
Well,
She does Terminator. Did she do both? Did she land both those IPs?
wait, she did Terminator?
Or not Terminator. Transformers.
Yeah. Oh shit, she like monopolized.
Yeah, she's like
90s cartoons.
80s nostalgia or 90s, I guess. Yeah, 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get in on this, and then she did. Good for her.
Yeah.
Make that money,
Hell yeah.
but don't make shitty movies.
No, don't ruin childhoods.
Yes. Beast Wars. I'm excited for it, and we're reading it at some point also.
Oh hell yeah.
It's an older Beast Wars, but there's a new Beast Wars movie coming. Transformers movie is Beast Wars.
Like I keep hearing it and I just keep forgetting it, which is totally fine because I just keep getting re-excited about it.
Yeah. I think we've even talked about it when we recorded one time.
Probably. But TMNT, Last Ronin, thumbs up.
Thumbs up. If you like Ninja Turtles, do it.
And you don't have to read that blog if you don't want to.
Yeah, don't. Just pretend it doesn't exist. Rip it out of your book or delete the files.
So, like, when you get to the yellow-looking pages, once the yellow-looking pages stop, that's where you should stop.
That's another. I know we just like did the whole wrap-up thing, but I was a little confused because it had the yellow-looking pages earlier than that were kind of a flashback. Then they also had the really poorly drawn black and white flashback, and I don't know why there was a difference other than maybe the black and white was farther back.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But it completely changed art style in it, too.
The black and white, I don't think... The black and white was mostly Mikey's, like, wandering around, right? After
a bit,
his brothers died.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It was just a thought that I had written and then forgot about until you said yellow pages. It's like your words are the yellow pages to my mind.
It's set up almost like something you would say to a lover. You Your words are like the yellow pages of my mind.
Well, I do love you.
Oh, I love you too, buddy. And because of that, let's talk about Dispirit.
Dispirit. It's a moody love.
Yeah.
Very morose. Dispirit. Oh, hell. Enantiodromian birth, I believe.
Yeah.
I had to look that up.
Yeah?
Are you aware of what that word that I can't pronounce is?
Nope.
It's some psychology term that I just assumed you would know.
Oh.
I tried to read a wiki on it
Yeah.
to understand it. I did not understand it.
What's it
I don't know, wiki it.
kind of... Okay. All right.
It's like the antithesis of another thing.
It's the opposite of birth?
No, keep birth out of it.
Okay.
Anywho's, it's a psychology term.
Gotcha.
And there's a really awesome, pick slide part in the beginning that I really like.
Yeah. This... Is it an album? It's an album, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2-song album.
Yeah. I've listened to it many, many times, and I don't remember anything aside from the first, minute to 2 minutes. Everything else was a blur.
Yeah. Kind of just a haunted forest behind me
Right.
that I'm not paying attention to.
It's from what I recall, all well done.
Yep.
I do remember seeing a little note saying it was recorded live, so that's pretty impressive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We've done that. We're awesome.
Oh, yeah, we do it every other week.
Yeah. But we've done it with music, too.
That's true. Actually, no, we haven't. No, that shit was live. Not really.
Well,
It's like...
one song was. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Maybe not all together, so never mind.
Yeah, because my head live is they all are in a room.
Doing it.
Yeah, playing it all together.
Okay. Anyway, it starts out not metal. It's just creating this atmosphere, making noises.
It starts out reminding me a lot of Revenant Marquis.
Yeah.
And then it goes off into fairly standard black metal, in my opinion.
A bit, yeah. But the guitar did that. Whee! That was the highlight of the album. It's a transition into metal. It's not metal stuff. Guitar pick sliding across, I assume, a chord or string.
Right.
And then metal happens.
Yep.
That's the only thing you need to know about this album. It's awesome. That was fucking awesome.
Cover art is pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm looking at, other than a weird mirror image of a C-section thing.
And
happening.
maybe a noose. Maybe?
Yeah. It's a little hard to tell.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an artifact of maybe just poor scanning.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
I'll have to give it a closer look.
Yeah.
So there's, I guess, a demo. 2 of them. There's 11112, and then there's 111112 that they've recorded. I'm not shitting you. They literally did that. And I think 1 is more like a practice session, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, the second of the 11112s, I really enjoyed.
Okay.
And it was almost more sad.
Okay.
It was just very sad.
Yeah.
Almost like a dirge, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. But black. Similar to what you heard, but this was, I don't know. This was also ambient sadness, but not as sad. It's like they started going to therapy and trying to work through some stuff, but they're still down in the shitter.
They're birthing their
Enantiodromian. Yeah, they're birthing it. I wish I could remember what it was. I looked it up, but I looked it up last week, and it's long gone out of my head.
I mean, I give most things a day in my head.
Yep.
Max.
It's fun. I saw them in the middle of the woods.
Okay.
And that
Which
was
one?
Stella Natura.
Okay, that's
Stella Nutella. And that was enjoyable because like the shitty wooden stage was basically on a cliff. So they were playing, and then behind them is just like a cliff, and then a big mountain behind that.
Don't walk backwards.
Yeah, don't. It was pretty cool. It was a good little. I think anyone that likes live music could have appreciated that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that's just fun. That just fits.
Aside from like the horrible weather thing, right?
Right. Well, this was before that.
Okay.
And then we got snowed on.
Yeah. That did not sound fun.
Well, I mean, it wasn't bad because we just fucking left.
Yeah.
We were like, all right, we're not going to camp here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alex got to see snow. And then we ate at a restaurant on Donner's Pass.
Oh, nice.
Which, to those of you who may not know, the Donner Party ate each other at Donner's Pass.
So was it like a cannibal-themed restaurant?
I wish it were. I made plenty of jokes about it. It should have been.
There's got to be one.
Yeah. Making millions.
Right?
Let's do it, assholes.
Seriously. And I think there's another case in like down in I think Argentina or Chile where a plane crashed in a mountain and they started eating each other. They need to build a cannibal restaurant down there too.
We're gonna have to find out all these locations and fund local people to start these businesses and just skim off the top.
Franchise.
Yeah, we'll call it Fran Guys.
Fran Guys.
I don't know, man.
Fran's Guys. So we have a figurehead named Fran.
Yeah.
And then these are the guys that she's going to serve to you.
Yes. And we just serve chicken tenders. That's it.
Chicken tenders shaped in the shape of toes.
Yeah.
Which is basically just a chicken tender.
Yeah.
We're really good at talking about things that we're supposed to talk about.
Dispirits.
Yeah.
So do you remember what album we were talking about when I brought up Dispirit?
Yeah, it was Revenant Marquis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I definitely like Revenant Marquis a lot better.
Did you happen by chance to listen to one of the 11112s?
No.
You should. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
You don't have to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just listen to the first song.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to do that. You don't even have to click the link.
I don't even need to listen to it.
You don't even have to be my friend. We don't have to exist.